Hi Cancer, this is going to be your ex-partner reading for August 2018. This morning I did try to start the first half of the month readings, but every time I shuffled, laid out cards, it just didn't feel right. So I kind of felt that at this moment in time, I'm not meant to do those readings, okay? So I thought I'd do the ex-partner readings, and hopefully next weekend, maybe we can then focus on the first half of the month. Bearing in mind, obviously, they're going to be a bit late, but nonetheless, that's what I'm going to do. So for the ex-partner readings this month, I've gone back to my old way of the 2 rows. We will have a central issue and the card at the bottom of the deck. So, for you Cancer, at the bottom of the deck, we do have the 3 of Cups. Now look, there's a few aspects with this card. The 3 of Cups can suggest that, maybe both of you are just better as friends. In terms of a personal relationship, maybe, it's just not going to work out, okay? So maybe friendship is where you're both better suited. But the 3 of Cups can also be a card of celebration, having a reason to celebrate. The 3 of Cups as well can talk about our friendships, our support network. People that have been there for us through the breakup, but also it could suggest people that have been there that have interfered within the relationship. Maybe people that have, some gossip involved. People that may have in some way influenced this breakup. The card you've got at the center is the 10 of Swords. And this is painful energy, most definitely. The good aspect to the 10 of Swords is the fact that the worst is now over. It can't get much worse than the 10 of Swords. Now, this could be here for both of you, either one of you. It can be the feeling of feeling extremely let down by another person. The swords can be to do with communication. So cruel, harsh words. As I said, maybe gossip, people interfering. The first card you've got at the top here is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, he's the slowest moving knight. He always gets to his destination, but he's very methodical, okay? So look, if we're talking about a reconciliation, maybe, it's something that you've been hoping for, something you've been waiting on. But as I said, it's not something that's going to happen overnight. But the other aspect with the Knight of Pentacles, especially if we're talking about relationships, is that, the message is that the grass is not always greener on the other side. Now, that could be a message for you here, but it could also be for your ex, because the messages can always go vice versa. The thing with the Knight of Pentacles as well is it can touch on an element of boredom. Because this knight is very slow moving, it's that kind of plodding along energy. Was this how you was feeling while you was in the relationship maybe? Now, on your ex's side, we've got the 3 of Wands. So to get to the 3, we've had to already have come through the 2 of Wands, which is being at a crossroads and needing to make a decision on which path we're going to go down. They're now at the 3 of Wands where they've made this decision. They've made their choice, and now they're waiting to see results. They're waiting to see how it's going to work out. Some say waiting for the ship to come in. If we move down now to what you're both thinking and feeling or actions to be taken, you've got here the 2 of Pentacles. Now look, again, when we're talking about relationships, the Two of Pentacles can very much suggest this backward and forwards type of energy, this to-ing and throwing here in regards to what it is you want to do. On one hand, I want to go back. On the other hand, I don't. On the one hand, I want to go back, but on the other hand, the relationship became a routine. It felt very boring. It felt quite stale. On their side, they have the Nine of Pentacles. Now, this card can often suggest that somebody is doing okay on their own. It can also talk about how somebody is carving out, creating an environment that's going to make them happy, that's going to bring them success. It can also be about, somebody who is single. And, I'm not reading reversal. So it could be, implying that your ex-partner is single and maybe they're content with that at the moment, or that they're single and what's lacking in their life is a relationship. But it could also be how they're viewing you, Cancer. That, you're the one that's single as well, okay? You're the one on your own. And maybe they view you as doing okay on your own. Maybe they feel that, on some level, this breakup has not affected you as much as it has them. Now, moving down to your outcome, we do have the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands, we're on the higher ground with the Seven of Wands, but it's about maintaining that. Because the Seven of Wands is somebody or a group challenging us and us feeling the need to defend ourselves. Now, are you feeling the need to defend yourselves if other people have played a part in this breakup? If friends have got involved, if there's been gossip, do you feel you need to defend yourself to your ex-partner in regards to maybe not being ready yet to make a decision to come back together? Because, as I said, the Seven of Wands is feeling challenged here. I don't think it's your ex-partner feeling challenged by you. I definitely feel it's you feeling challenged. Now, the next card we've got is Death. So Death is change and transformation, but it's also endings. But with endings, new beginnings. So look, it could very well be that the Death card is here to represent that the relationship came to its end. And maybe for some of you, you was the one that ended it, Cancer. And that in this moment in August, you may feel as though you're needing to defend that decision. The next card is the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant can touch on marriage. It touches on the more traditional type of relationship, one where there's commitment or is going to lead to commitment. Now, I kind of get this feeling for some of you that maybe your ex-partner was pushing for more commitment and maybe you wasn't quite ready. Or maybe you felt the more traditional type of relationship had become quite boring, stale, routine. And maybe, on some level, maybe that's why this relationship came to an end. But it could be here to represent for some of you that you wanted a more traditional type of relationship. That is something that you were longing for. Last card for you is the Star. Now, the star is that wish upon a star card. It can be, the wish card in the major arcana. But the star card is about, keeping that faith and having that hope that everything's going to work out. But the star card also can be the card of healing oneself, but maybe needing to heal old wounds that are still affecting this relationship. Now, on their side, they have the Eight of Wands. So this is communication coming through, quick. I kind of feel that this communication, maybe for some of you, it's communication that's coming through from your ex to you, not so much you to them. And it's unexpected communication quite often. It can sometimes suggest the person's at a distance from us. But, it could be, text, email, social media. We communicate very much now with technology. The next card they've got is the King of Cups. Now, he's popped out a few times in these ex-partner readings today. Is it here to suggest that your ex-partner is a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces? Is it here to suggest that, when it comes to their emotions are well balanced? Maybe it could be here to suggest that, because you're the water sign, let's not forget that. So maybe, the King of Cups is showing up on their side because of you being that water energy. But it could be that you're also involved with another water sign. But again, I feel that it could be more you. Next card, the Tower. So, I feel the Tower is more here to talk about how this has already taken place. That's what I feel. I don't feel the Tower is something that's coming through in August. I think the fact that the relationship ended, they found it to be very shocking. Because maybe the Three of Wands is here to suggest that for them, they'd already come from the Two of Wands. They'd made a decision to be in a relationship with you in the beginning. And maybe the Three of Wands is them still sticking to that decision, still hoping that things are going to work out here. The Tower, I feel, is more representative of the fact that the relationship came to an end. And, for them, it was destructive and shocking. Because I do feel that for the majority here, it was you that ended the relationship. The last card they've got is the Two of Cups. So Two of Cups, again, it can be about them being very focused on you, on this relationship. The Two of Cups generally talks about two people who are seeing eye to eye. Two people that are offering equal amounts here of love, friendship, respect, kindness. I think this is still the vision that they have here for you two. But I think for some of you, it was other people who interfered here. Maybe, as I said, gossip, lies. But for others of you, it could simply be that the relationship became very mundane for you. Maybe the relationship started to feel as though you were both more like friends rather than lovers. It started to feel more platonic for you. In terms of reconciliation, Cancer, if I had to if I had to push here to answer that, I would feel that your ex-partner is the one that wants to reconcile slightly more. Well, I would say quite a bit more than you. I think for you, there's some healing that needs to take place, okay? Either within you or you know, healing in terms of what's taken place between you both. But I feel for you in this month of August, you are still quite undecided here. Okay, Cancer, that is it. Thank you so much and take care. Bye.